when I first discovered lean, it was 5 years ago, 2018. It was always a difficult journey for me. And one of the reasons was because I'm quite an introvert. Like in a group scenario or at school, I was always kind of the quiet person. So when I discovered lean and before I read the 2 Second Lean, I kind of see Paul's YouTube because I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I went to Japan with him, and then as I learned, and the first thing you have to do is the bathroom. But as well as doing the bathroom, was you have to host a daily morning meeting. And at that point, I had 12 employees. And I was too scared to even do that. And I was, looking back now, I'm thinking what, I didn't even talk to my employees as a group, but very much so that personal growth. I had to do it. Obviously, I'd done it, but I pushed myself and I made it happen. So I've always been very persistent. This is what we're doing. A lot of people find a bit of struggle when they give up, but I've been very persistent and kind of kick myself in the arse to make it happen and do it. You have to be brave and challenge yourself, basically. So I ignored every other lean learning and I just went for it because I like seeing things change. So before I think I didn't even break down the learnings to everyone. At that point, obviously, I didn't have a deep understanding why I was doing the bathroom properly. That was all on the journey of learning it. So I spent 3 weeks re-kitchen our kitchen and bathroom. That was the example area. And I remember after it being done, we had a heat wave at that point, and it was 30 degrees C. So for us, that's hot. Maybe not you guys. And I remember sweating in there for 3 weeks. And then when it was done, I took everyone in there and I said, this is an example of how the whole factory is going to be. On the other side of the factory, it's in one of my 2018 videos, actually. We've got one main room and it's like half full of crap, excess machinery, and just, how it is. We just had crap everywhere. And looking back then, I remember thinking, am I lying to myself and lying to everyone that everywhere is going to look like and be like this bathroom? And I kind of couldn't really see it or believe it myself. But because I was persistent, I made it happen. So now I'm at a point where, sure, we have loads of waste, but the look and feel what we have going on is exactly what we aimed for. Unfortunately, humans being humans, sometimes you think people understand straight away, but they don't. And I was guilty of that in the beginning. I assumed people knew what I was doing. Because in my mind, it was clear as day. I've been to Japan, read the book, doing the bathroom, and I tell everyone this is because of this, and we're going to do this because of that. But still, at that point, I clearly didn't make it clear enough in my words and actions that this is what we're doing. We had 2 years of trouble after we started. I couldn't get nothing to stick. Knowing what I know now, I would have come back from Japan, done the bathroom, and then said, we're going to be rolling into this thing slowly. It's going to take 5 years. But we need to start with sweet salt in the factory. 3S, 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 3S for a year, like even 2S, sweet salt, sweet salt, sweet salt. Don't make your life hard, And everyone would go, oh, yeah, I understand that. But instead, I was doing deep learning about Toyota, hoping people would grasp the aspect, but they didn't. So that's my advice. Go in simple, go in slow, set for the long term. Right, guys, we need to clear away the crap out of the factory. If there's tools not used, let's get rid of it. If we've got excess inventory from years ago that's never going to be touched, get rid of that. You'll see people's creative juices get going when I know it's waste, but we've got to throw some stuff in the dumpster. Like, get all that crap out, let's go. And they'll feel the change. They'll come to work next day excited to change something else. And that's how you need to do it, in my opinion.
That example area, I guess the bathroom is what Paul recommends. Why do you think that is? Is it because
Well,
everybody
because
uses it?
everyone uses it. It's the smallest area. It teaches everyone you've got to respect the Kanbans in the small area. Everyone is on a rota to clean it in the morning. So it shows humility and respect of people. And when you use it, we're teaching everyone leave it better than you found it. So the next person can have a nice experience when they walk into the bathroom. Even with our new bathroom, our video is on YouTube. If anyone's not seen it, it is 5-star. It's amazing. We still have points to this day where we do have a very good culture. We still get watermarks and some things left, but we improve the process, retrain, play, and in the morning meeting, we learn about it again, why we do that. So we didn't just build it and it creates the culture. It is a slow moving thing. So yeah, but it's very important. You have to do it. There's no questions. You just have to do it.
Do you think it's essential to start with the bathroom, or could you choose another area?
I guess you could, but everyone uses the bathroom at least once, twice, 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And if you're teaching about respect of people, 3S and Kanban, if your bathroom's not done, surely people will be, well, we're all sharing this facility and it's a mess, but you want me to organize my tools. Every company that starts a lean journey, they skip them parts. It's been proven their life's going to be a lot harder to implement it. A lot of companies think they're lean where the upper management will roll out tools, shadow boards all around the factory and do a few meetings and say, yeah, we're lean now, and they haven't got the culture, and that like, it frustrates me. The corporate lean. It's just, and it's all about the people. You have to inspire, and it can be done with an amazing bathroom and kitchen space. So obviously, I'm the business owner, but I'm very, very much involved in all of that stuff. We had to make an SOP on how to clean the sink and how to clean the bathroom.
Yep.
So that was, that's me with the spray bottle and cloth in the photos to be like, this is how we're going to do it on that. As a leader, I think it's very important that the team will see that that's me and I'm doing it and I'm setting a standard. So that's one thing I could recommend. Maybe you want to get involved in doing that.
Yeah.
So your team is that you've not just delegated it to someone else.
Yeah.
It might be more serious if they see you fully engaged in that project. They'll really feel it like, oh, right, this is, you're taking time out of your schedule to deal with that, which most people just disregard. It is what it is, bathroom, whatever. But if they see the owner or top management in there, they're going to know this is a change of weather or whatever's going on in your facility. Everyone's on a journey within their lean journey. So maybe if you've been doing lean a year or two, you've still got areas where it's not ideal and, it's hard to train when you have a new person in a slightly non-standardized environment where the tools don't have a location and there's no SOPs or something. But at least you can take them directly to the kitchen bathroom and say, look, this is our model. This is, literally a training ground. Then you say, this is what we need in the rest of the business or factory. This is the bare minimum we're going to be doing, because obviously there's much more waste in factoring. So we've got a lot of waste in the defects, and so that's the later part of the learnings. All the 8 wastes. We're focusing on making someone's life better and easier in the bathroom or kitchen. Training and a daily routine is so important, because if they can't stick to, how long does it take to clean a bathroom if you really wanted to do it quick and really was actually engaged in it? 5 minutes? Everyone's got the same managers, no doubt, have got 5 minutes to talk about football to their colleagues. Mm-hmm. So if someone's really against it in that way strongly, if you can't change them, get rid of them. Like, to me, it's clear as that. Like, I think that's my answer. Like, we're all guilty of saying, oh, I'm too busy. But if we really want to do something, we always find the time. Like, we all waste 15 minutes a day doing, and we all know about it, taking extra long tea break or talking non-work related nonsense to someone. Everyone burns 15 minutes. That could be put to use doing something productive. So if you can't, you have to change people's mindset. If not, you get rid of them. When you're a non-lean company, you've got employees there that are just there for a job. Everyone wants to get paid, but they're just there for a job. What tends to happen, in my opinion, and a lot of people might agree, after really doing lean and really, if you're doing it right, you probably lose half your workforce, because half the people are not cut out for putting that little bit extra in. And that seems to be a common thing. Everyone that's really pushing hard with a lean journey in the beginning does lose people. And I guess if that does happen, you're on the right path, because you really do have to find people that want to learn and engage and improve themselves. That situation can be fixed with good words from a leader.
Mm.
You know, not everyone's a born leader. I'm not. I still struggle with things. But as long as you set the expectation and make it clear what's going on, and that's what we need to succeed. If then they still fight against it, that there needs to be words that maybe this isn't the place for you. We need to do this because we want to install respect to people. We're training to make sure we have routines in our lives. If they don't want to join a routine, clean the bathroom, have they got a routine to pre-S their email inbox? If they're happy living in a world of chaos, let them go work somewhere else. I'm saying these words. I'm not perfect. Some days my email inbox is backed up. My WhatsApps are backed up and I'm late to get back to people. It happens. We're human, right?
Mm.
But as long as you can admit that is your fault, then you've got something to improve upon. So yeah, I'm not the strongest leader, and I do have emails not replied to in time, but I know what I need to do to improve, and it's simple as that. And I've got there's no question of doubt. I'm in it for the long term, and this is what I want to do, and I'm going for it. So as long as someone's got that mindset, you should be all right.
I mean,
We recently introduced cleaning teams. So before we used to have one person on a rota or two people, and when it comes to even my turn, I was in the morning, I was like a bit not down, but I was like apprehensive. Oh, I've got to do bathroom today. So what we developed 3S teams. So there's about 4 people in each team, and they're all given a color. So I'm in the green team. We've all got a color, and then there's one dedicated team leader. So in my team, it's not actually me. And then every day we look at a chart, and it was say Monday, and the green team is going to the kitchen or do the bathroom or clean the yard or clean the forklift. So as a team, as a 4 people team, we go to the bathroom. And that's been very, very good, actually. We know it could be a job with 1 or 2 people, but if you're in that team, it's much nicer. And there's 4 of you to spread equal out the tasks. You're in and out in 5 minutes. It's worked very well. And I know some other people in the lean world have replicated that and they've got good results too. So I think the 3S teams is a really good way to do it too.
Yeah.
I've always made you think about making a video about this. So it's our perceived faults on someone. So like, in my mind, seat matters like there, boom, no problems, and fast cap like up there.
Mm.
But after knowing these guys for an amount of time and speaking to employees, they do have trouble, and we do still too. So you kind of done that to us, put us there. You think, oh, everyone's happy, but that's often sometimes not the case. So we do have defects to customer. We have angry people. We have bad days here where it's not all happy and jolly. And we have to be careful that there's no such thing as this perfect happy place. And I think Ryan will probably agree, and Paul will say the same, that it's not all plain sailing, and it is like this. Like for instance, yesterday, for some reason, I didn't upload a public YouTube video yesterday because only 2 people done an improvement. So I think don't be so hard on yourself. And there is, I've learned this myself because I do it too. And it's only since speaking to people we hold high regard, they are delivering defects to the customer. Don't judge yourself too much and make it unobtainable that you're never going to get what you think you want. Yeah. Like we done so much last final improvements before the Lean Summit. So the last 3 months we went turbo mode and done so much. And it has been difficult to get going again on some of our larger improvements because it feels like we climbed a really steep mountain and now we've been on this flat bit. And I'm struggling to get a foothold again. We've got some things going on, but nothing like it was before.
Jack, you know what's missing? Your next
What's
goal.
that?
Your next goal. It's because the summit
I know.
goal, it was a SMART goal. It's, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, right? So now you're gonna go, okay, guys, as the leader, let's do this. We're gonna head to this, and this might take us a year or 2 to go towards. But this is, and you got to have that vision.
A lot of the guys here was like loved it, and they were like, "We doing it next year?" I was like, "No, it don't work like." Basically, it's just we were struggling for 2 years, couldn't get any traction. Later on, I learned that I was sending everyone crazy with my long morning meetings. So at that point, we would do a rota, but then I would do the lean learning and I would talk in depth or about, say, Toyota's TPS. And at that point, we still had people's work areas, drawers and cabinets just full of crap, not needed for the job, tools not needed for the job, people struggling to do their job, no clear standard, no expectation. And there's me going on about TPS and the pillars of lean. I didn't realize, but everyone was getting bored. They were itching to go do their job. And just by chance, I was on a lean group, and there was a guy, Alex Ramirez, in America. I didn't know him at the time. And he started uploading videos every single day of 3S of their factory. Like, it was really dirty and oily to start with before. Then after, all cleaned, or rusty old machine. Then after would be nice, nice painted. I was like, and it went, I remember seeing it for 3 weeks every day. And I kind of like, who the hell is this crazy guy? Like, I noticed after 3 weeks these daily videos, and we watched. Then I was like, oh right, I just realized, the power of that before and after picture or video is so strong. So we watched them videos in our meeting for about maybe another week or two every day. So that was our lean learning. I stopped talking about Toyota and the deep landings of Japan. So all we done was watch that video. There was no real conversation after each video. We just watched the video for about a week or two. And then I said, right, guys, we watched these for the last week or two. We're doing that here now. So take ownership in your work area. Literally get rid of the crap. I want before and after pictures or videos. And that is the turning point right there. I stopped the learnings to be so deep. We focused on 3S and doing the before and after photos at that time. And then everyone would put them onto the WhatsApp group. Then I would edit that into a video, and then I would do a voiceover narration, being grateful, thanking everyone, what a great improvement, and then sharing it on YouTube. And that is the magical turning point. Sharing everyone's individual improvements. So that gives people a feeling of importance, because at the end of the day, we're humans. We all like to feel important in some way or the other. Yeah, at that point, I remember Phil Ruby commenting on our videos, 2018, 2019. I remember showing everyone, like, look, there's this guy in New Zealand. And I was like, wow, cool, look at that. So that in itself, sharing the improvements to see other people benefit across the world, that's much more beneficial to my team as to get them more inspired, probably then my deep learnings about Toyota. So that is so you want to make people feel important. You're going to celebrate their improvements. And since that time, we've done 850 daily improvement videos. We're not YouTube famous or nothing, but to get 300-400 views a day on an improvement video, we love it. Like, that part of that keeps us going. And myself, like, I don't know. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't be here right now. So sharing the improvements is a powerful thing. Some guys, in the lean community, which are not sharing videos publicly, they've probably all got drawers of crap that should be 3S. So when you make it public, it kind of, you set an expectation on yourself that, right, all my stuff's publicly in view. Sometimes I'm on fire, like I go wild, and then I'm like, low. So at the moment, right at this time, I'm on a bit of a low. I'm doing improvements, but they're like slow burning ones, and I'm just getting my brain in gear. So sometimes I don't post a daily improvement, and I feel extremely guilty about it. But ideally, we need to make sure as a leader you're fully engaged and are making improvements. You have to. My regret for the last 10 years is that I didn't make enough YouTube videos, because I really enjoy doing that. Because it's grown as a person and it's nice to look back on. So I want to make sure that in 10 years' time, what will be my regret? I don't think it would be anything about business or financial. It will be about that I didn't make enough videos to teach other people and do fun stuff.